r/BeardedDragons is one quirky little subreddit. With almost 100,000 people, it's one of the more mainstream reptile communities because, well, pretty much everyone that you know probably owns a bearded dragon. It doesn't mean you're a reptile enthusiast or even necessarily a reptile keeper. Most people that have a beardy don't call themselves reptile keepers. They say they own a bearded dragon. And so there's lots of people with, for example, 2 babies just hanging out. People that have domesticated animals, particularly cats for some reason in the subreddit, hanging out with their bearded dragons. And this picture doesn't even look like either of them are enjoying it. In the last beardy video, even though I wouldn't do it, it looked like some of the beardies and cats actually at least didn't mind each other's presence, but these two just look annoyed. So we'll see what those themes are. You can check out the other beardy video if you want. There'll be more on the way, I'm sure. And there's been quite a handful of Reddit videos where we check out the quirky little corners of the reptile subreddits. Moving along. Oh, we already got a NSFW one. Okay, here we go. Oh, what is that a baby bearded dragon? What is that? Okay, oh god. Oh boy, here we go. Okay, alright. Do we show that? Do you? You know what? It's your fault if you don't blur it. Justin, show the people what they want or don't show them what they don't want to see. I don't know if we show this. What kind of lizard is that? I know that people produce feeder lizards, but it feels kind of wrong to just feed them to a beardy, where there are plenty of less seemingly sentient options. That's a common debate. It's like, I mean, people get upset seeing a ball python being fed to, say, a venomous snake, but they have no problem with a live rodent being fed to a ball python. Does a ball python really have more awareness and pain receptors or whatever than a rat? I don't know. I think to a certain extent, it's just people becoming more connected to certain animals. Look at, like, say a dog or cat. You abuse a dog or cat, you could go to prison, you could get fined. But look up videos of a chicken factory. I don't think chickens necessarily have more or less awareness and intelligence than a cat. Maybe they do, but either way, it's like, you can do whatever you want to a chicken. That sounds, yeah. All right, let's move on. Our girls turned 1 the other day. Of course, pretty much every post here that we're looking at has the dangerous care flare, which is, I assume is put there by moderators. There was one person last time that marked their own post as dangerous care, but I guess it's because there's 2 beardies in the same picture. This is just such a weird looking picture. It's kind of haunting. It's a little creepy. It's supposed to be cute. The way the light of the fire just reflects off of them, and I don't know why this picture just makes me look uncomfortable. It's fine though. I can't complain. You know what? Boop, upvote. I don't know which upvotes count after a year, but who cares? I made Trump and Biden costumes for my babies as a joke for a contest. I mean, I appreciate the attention to the detail. You got the red tie, the blue tie. You even went to your grandmother's house and dug through her shower to pull out her hair. What else? I can't imagine what else that is. Although admittedly, Biden doesn't look very happy. Wait, come on. I think this picture was fine. You got 2 people holding up. Why? You're trying to fine line here. Are they supposed to be shaking hands? Oh, now they're humping each other. Wait, what happened? How did we go from like pretty wholesome, cute picture to just to this? You could have kept, you didn't have to. All right. Okay. Also, not related. People keep saying that I should look at posts on my subreddit, which is just I didn't make it. It's just about me, I guess, r/GoHerping. I'm a moderator on it, but if you want to post, I can check that sub out too. But not many people post, so I can't really make a video on it. Anyway, what is that? Is that a dog? It's an ugly dog. Makes the bearded dragon look cuter though, I guess. Yeah, same. I mean, most of these owners have cats, but there's some dogs too. Cool. All right. Such a chunky boy. I'd name him Jabba. So I guess this isn't their picture because they said I would name him Jabba. Common theme. I think there's a Reddit sub dedicated to like exposing people that make their animals fat so that they're cuter. If you ask me, bearded dragons are not cuter when they have these like chunks of fat hanging over the owner's fingers, but each to their own. Today's a sad day. I surrendered Luna because Luna has to be like the top 10 bearded dragon names because we felt she wasn't happy with us. I miss her already. Why is it? I always see this, like, I browse Facebook Marketplace a lot just to buy and sell stuff. It'll be like, I'm selling my Air Jordans, but the picture will be a screenshot of the Jordans as their phone wallpaper. Like, why were your Air Jordans your wallpaper on your phone, and why did you use that screenshot to then sell them? That's not related. Also, it's a beard dragon on a cat. Yeah, nothing new. We're all used to it by now. Jojo ain't scared of no kitty cat. Let's go to the comments. In before any screeching about cats or otherwise being near the bearded dragons. Yeah, I noticed they changed my flare. I wouldn't leave them unsupervised, and he wasn't stressed. What? Then, oh, I see. So they're... It was one thing to have your beardies and cats together. It's a whole nother to put the bearded dragon's prey, its food, under the cat just to make things... You're like, I don't want the bearded dragon to maybe bite the cat out of defense or aggression. I want it to also maybe bite the cat because it's trying to eat and the cat is... Alright, whatever. This is a horrible reminder of what happens when you leave bearded dragons together for too long. 6 months, bearded dragon, looking for a new home. Rehoming fee of $45. Just say you're selling it. What the... Rehoming fee? I have a rehoming fee because I want to make sure the person that's buying the animal actually cares. Yeah, $45 doesn't make them care or not. I've talked to not too many people, but a solid little handful. I got to know some of them pretty well that had unlimited money. Whether it was theirs, they were just filthy rich somehow, they won the lottery, whatever. They got a family member or parents that'll just buy them whatever. Do rehoming fees work? This is like a whole video in its own. They don't work. Okay, my opinion is rehoming fees don't work. I'll talk about it another time, though. Oh, wait, I didn't look at the picture. So, Beardy, that one's missing its tail. Oh, they're all missing their tails. They all just nipped off each other. It's on that aquarium, like, fish gravel. It's probably not even good for fish. In my opinion, this is actually most likely shed. Like, if you look at the end of this tail, it looks white. So, it's probably... I mean, they're so small, though. Have they even shedded this side? Yeah, this one's really small, so I don't think that one's shed yet. This one's tail was bitten off. This one lost his tail to stuck shed, because shed builds up over time, cuts off the circulation like a rubber band, and then the tail falls off. So I think we got a mix of all sorts of, like, neglect here. It's great. It's such a nice variety. I love to see it. Oh boy, we got some reading. What is this? God at his finest. My lizard flame has such a deep struggle going to the bathroom. Okay, good start. I can't laugh. Why am I laughing? It's just, I read God at his finest, and then I read my lizard has trouble going to the bathroom. Okay. We even took him to the animal vet, and they got him to do so, but there was still a blockage. My mom could not pay for the vet bills at all, so all I could really do was pray. I prayed about it for a week. No luck, but finally got him to eat. Wait, I thought he couldn't go to the bathroom. What even got him to eat? Okay. At the end of the second week, I asked God, why are you not doing anything? I've tried to give him medicine, countless warm baths, and even little belly rubs. My favorite. Why aren't you answering? I was losing all hope, and I was in such a deep low that I thought I couldn't even think of losing him from a death caused by pain. It was the next day after school, and that day I told God if he didn't cure my lizard, I don't believe I could trust him anymore. Wow, okay. And for some reason, in that moment, while he was bathing, I either had a lot of faith because I didn't want to let go of God, or God didn't want to lose me. But after I came back from my dad, when I said to him, he still isn't going to the bathroom. I see that blockage in the sink, and I literally almost scream because I'm so happy. Praise God, people. I'm not laughing at... I'm not laughing at their faith, and I'm not laughing at the sick bearded dragon. I'm just... It's just they were going through this crisis for weeks, praying so hard, and their bearded dragon poops in the sink. And that's what kept their faith in God. I'm so... Okay. I'm guessing nobody else found that funny, except for me. I'm not the only one, okay? I can't be. Okay, if you cannot afford the vet, you cannot afford the pet. It rhymes. Wow, I've never heard that before. This isn't an okay to own a pet. God once saved my lizard as well. The vet said he passed away due to impaction from calcium sand and from poor consumption of food pellets. But I believe it was because God wanted him up there and with him early. Sometimes God just wishes for the best of all. This just took me for a roller coaster ride. I'm not commenting anymore. But that's the hardest I've laughed in like a week. I don't know why that got me. And we're back to... Oh. Francis met his Aunt Daisy after a small road trip home. Click it or ticket. Why is this marked as dangerous care? I mean, I actually do this. Well, normally what I do is I'll put the animal in a tub, like with a towel or something. But I've always transported enclosures like this. Like literally just click it in. And if, say, you have a hard stop, the seatbelt will literally do its job and keep your enclosure from shattering. I think it's better than like putting it in the trunk or something. Is this a temporary enclosure with, for some reason, its own little thermometers? Or is this just his main enclosure? I don't know. There's nothing wrong with this post, I don't think. Rango is the perfect meme template. Me, relaxing on a Friday after school. All the assignments due on Monday. So they're self-aware. At least they believe that the cat's going to be the demise of the bearded dragon, right? Because a lot of people post their beardy and their cat and they're like, it's fine. But this person's literally like, this is going to ruin me. And all right, cool. Self-awareness is better? Wait, is ignorance better? I guess neither are better. I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't make a difference. It was funny, right? I think it was. The only reason they didn't lose their faith in God is because their lizard in the sink. What's up, ladies? Dangerous care. Again. The guinea pigs actually look kind of terrified. The bearded doesn't even seem to care. Dangerous and stupid thing to do. These are living things, not props for your photo op. Honestly, it's hard for me to care at this point because we're all just becoming numb to this. Although, I don't think a guinea pig is a hazard to a beardy, right? Because with most of these posts, I feel like it's the cat that's going to do something to the beardy, or a dog that maybe doesn't maliciously hurt a beardy, but maybe accidentally. I don't think, you know what? Of all the pairings we've seen of beardy on beardy, cat on beardy, dog on beardy, I think guinea pig on beardy is the best combination you can have so far. That's just my humble opinion. Even if it's correct, it's still humble, okay? We got a video of just a baby dinosaur riding a dog. This is literally, it's different, but it's the exact same video as the last beardy video. There was a beardy riding a dog, but it was a bigger beardy and a smaller dog, so now it's even more intimidating. No comments either. I kind of like just reading the comments to see other people be upset so that I don't have to do it for you. The comments can do it for me, but okay. Cool. Good. Thanks for sharing. Funniest thing I've seen in a while. Decided he wanted a cat ride. You know what? I don't know. I don't think the beardy, I have a feeling that the beardy had little to no interest to ride your cat. Yikes. Giddy up. the two members of the Bearded Dragon sub. Yikes and giddy up. A year ago and now, still doing their thing. It's cute. It's cute. Compared to what we've seen, it's pretty cute. How about that? Ladies taking a bath. This is kind of clever, I guess. So I think it's like a foot massager thing, right? But if they poop in this, which is usually the reason people give their beardies baths, unless they're hydrating them, isn't it gonna just circulate through? Maybe not. I could be wrong. Maybe it's just air sucking. I guess it's just air from the outside. I guess it's dangerous care because there's two beardies together. You know what? If there was one in here, this would actually be a pretty cute picture. Oh, all right. Oh, okay. The people that record these videos, like, are actual people. Like, this person, Flaccid Radcliffe. What? Flaccid Radcliffe has, you know, they have the ability to spell and write. They maybe even have a job. They live in a home. And yet they decide to have their ugly little stupid tiny dog and their bearded dragon dog. I don't know what that means. I don't know. If a dog does that, I don't know what that means. Is that like a bearded dragon bobbing or something? I don't know. I don't have dogs. A bearded dragon lunges at the dog. The dog is loose. And they just keep filming for another 7 seconds. The owner doesn't even flinch. Like, if I was doing this, I was like, I'm going to get a cute video of them. I would be like, oh no, they're freaking out. I'm going to flinch. They didn't even flinch the camera. So I assume that they just do this on a usual basis. And that dog knows they do it on a usual basis because the more sophisticated one's like, oh god, here we go again. Just to act like nothing's happening. And if I don't look like anything's happening, I won't get negative Reddit karma on this post. So great, cool. All right. Meet the big boy and the B word. People that swear but then censor it is worse than people swearing and people not swearing. Anyway, cool. Thanks for sharing. My two wonderful girls get in a bath. Cool. Well, you know what? The foot massager one was cooler. So wait, is this bath molded for each cheek for you to sit down, or is it for two people? There's no way two people. Wait, is that for your? Finally out of brumation and wants to be out 24/7. People always ask if they should brumate their beardies. My answer is I have absolutely no idea, and I've never looked into it. But I don't brumate mine, so that's how it is. Free roaming a bearded dragon. Doesn't seem like the best free roam animal. There's worse. Not the best, I don't think. That's a cool enclosure though. Actually, I feel like I recognize that enclosure. Maybe not. I've just seen so many enclosures in their Instagram series. I like the enclosure, and he honestly would probably be just fine being in the enclosure, but I don't think there's anything wrong with letting your beardie run around. Or ideally not with the cat, but you know what? I don't know what I was gonna say in regards to that. Mine and my girlfriend's 3-month-old beardie. It was her first day outside, and she really showed the cats. Oh, all right. I was gonna say there's finally not a cat post, but I spoke too soon. She showed the cats who the dominant one is in the house, and a cute little smile on top of it all. I know this look from my cat. This look means someone is about to die, and it's not gonna be me. Wow, the amount of just expression. Oh, there's another one. The amount of expression this cat shows is truly phenomenal. Probably could have told even the most lowest IQ of our bearded dragon users that bad things are approaching. But apparently I guess nothing bad happened, because then they got the opportunity to put it on their other cat. Cool. And a gallery of my late beardy Ziggy. I loved her more than anything in the world. Well, hopefully this is wholesome because she died. Kind of cute. This is a cute picture too. Oh, alright, I guess it's the dangerous care tag. This... It looks like the bearded dragon's just constantly seeking warmth. I mean, maybe not, but that actually looks pretty comfy. I'd go there if I was a beardie. Hopefully not to electrically shock itself. Dude, I don't know if bearded dragons carry static. I assume not, because they don't have fur, so maybe you're good. Oh, okay. It seems your beardie only has 2 positions, which is sitting there and sitting there vertically. You know what? Even if each picture isn't amazing, this beardie looks to have a pretty eventful and wholesome life. So I give this a thumbs up for me. I think that'll be it for this beardie video. I feel like we've hardly even scraped the surface of this subreddit, because after all, 100,000 people, there's gonna be some spicy stuff, and this was only like 25 posts. So if you want to see more, definitely let me know in the comments. And if you want to post in the r/GoHerping sub, I can check that one out too. I don't know. I know a lot of people literally just make videos about whatever their subscribers post in the Reddit sub, so feel free to do that if you want. And that'd be it. You can check out the other Reddit videos if you like. I think it's a pretty fun series. So thanks for watching. I'm Alex, and thanks for watching.